Okay, welcome back to horn lessons. Yay. I wanted to start out the lesson talking about the length of a horn. So, this is wrapped. This is a wrapped instrument. When it's on the F side, which is just when you're not using the trigger, that is, I have it written down, sorry.
It's all good.
A single horn is 12 feet long, unwrapped. And then when you add the trigger, it adds at least an extra 8 feet. So in total, you're dealing with about 20 feet of tubing. I tell you that because I want you to understand how much air you have to put through it. If you think about a tuba is like 24 feet at minimum. I think I'm making that number up because I didn't really do my research on it, but I know that it's it's at least 10 feet longer than a single horn. It's just a lot of air that you have to put through it. So, and because it's wrapped around itself so many times, that's even more air that you have to put through it. So just to give you, not to scare you with how much air, but just to give you, kind of pinpoint how much air you might have to put through it. And honestly, for flute takes a lot of air support, but I think it's just because there's so much direction that it has to go into. I won't go into flute air, but it's not just to say that because it's wrapped, just because it's not wrapped doesn't mean it doesn't have a lot of air that needs to go through it. Yeah. It's just wind instruments, man. I just wanted to explain to you how much, tubing there was to put air through before it comes out the other end. So, because I want to focus on breathing and air support, we're going to do some breathing exercises. We're going to do it sitting down because typically we're going to be sitting while we're playing. We're going to start with 8 counts in, 8 counts out. And when we are exhaling, I want us to, or if we could, make a steady and focused stream of air. I think that would be best. If you want to use your hand, have you ever done the breathing gym?
Maybe.
It's a program that I believe 2 tubists came up with. They're these big guys, and it's to help you get the air support that you need. It helps a lot of marching bands do it.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard of it.
So we're going to breathe in like this and breathe out with our hand, with the flat of our hand, the palm of our hand facing our mouths. We want our airstream to hit in the center of our palm. Okay? So 1, 2, ready, and sorry, start that over. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Let's not go with 8. That's a lot. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay. We'll go 4. We'll go in for 4, out for 8. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. You can stop. Sorry to surprise you.
It's all good.
Did you feel yourself getting too much air at one point? Or at any point? Because I did not tell you to get rid of all your air, and I'm sorry for doing that. But it does bring me to my next point.
I don't think so. I feel like I don't have, I don't know if I'm just, not distributing my air evenly throughout, the whole, line, if you could call it that. Because, I get to, 7 or 8, or I'm, lightheaded.
Okay. Sorry. The breathing gym exercises do make you lightheaded because you're taking in so much air and letting it out in so much amount of time. So, I asked that because I was going to tell you about tanking. So do you know what tanking is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I don't have to explain it, but I'm going to for the sake of it. It's when you take in too much air in your lungs, you don't get enough out. I do it a lot while we're playing. It can cause stress and discomfort. While playing, it makes it really hard. I have a couple of pieces. It happens a lot, especially during softer excerpts, because you're I need so much air to get the support that I need out. I need so much air to support the sound that I want to come out of this horn. but you don't use all of the air because if you use too much, then the dynamics are too loud.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of pieces that I'm doing for my recital that I take in way too much air, and I cannot get it all out before I take another breath. And so I have this discomfort and squeezing feeling in my chest and in my lungs. And so by the time that I'm done with my performance, I'm like, so we're just gonna try not to do that. I feel like I'm missing part of my lesson plan, but hopefully not. Oh, never mind, I'm not. Okay, so let's do one more breathing exercise. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing, but you don't have to do this. I think this was just, the purpose of this is to feel the air coming through on your hand. Like, I think you're supposed to be able to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you don't want a loud breath, but you want to, like, you don't want a loud breath here. You want to breathe in from your diaphragm, from your lungs, from the bottom. You're filling the tank up. You're not tanking. You're just filling the tank up from the bottom up. And then you're letting out from the top down. And making sure that you empty the tank. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I did not explain that sooner.
Oh my gosh, just like wind instruments make so much more sense now.
I'm sorry, I'm a little sick.
Same.
I'm glad that it makes more sense now. So now that we have that understanding and that I have actually explained it to you, do you want to try one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it in for 4, out for 8, 2 times, and then in for 2, out for 4, and then we'll do 1 and 4. I think we'll do 1 in, 4 out. Okay? And we'll do that twice.
Okay.
So each one we're going to do twice. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... and 4. Sorry. You knew what I meant. 1. Did that feel better?
Yeah.
Do you feel less lightheaded?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Cool. Okay. Now we're going to do some review on what we did for our last lesson. So do you remember any of the fingerings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I do.
Okay. Actually, let's go over buzzing first, just to make sure that we know what we're doing. Okay. Let's just get a general buzz. So, doesn't matter the pitch. Great. Okay, we're gonna do articulation, if that's okay with you. I guess I shouldn't ask if it's okay with you, but I recognize that. I need to stop talking to the camera. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you're just a little bit tight and pushing a little bit.
Yeah.
Try. Remember, it's 2/3 upper, 1/3 lower. We're not swallowing it. Like, we're not doing this. It's not like we're playing a double reed. If you've ever had to play a double reed,
Yeah.
and you have to, like, do no lips. We want our lips to cushion the mouthpiece, but we're not pushing the mouthpiece because that cuts off the buzz. So let's try it one more time. And do you need any more explanation? Do you need me to clarify anything before I go on?
I think I'm good. At this point, it's just me trying it and making sure I'm doing it right.
Right. I understand that. Okay. Yeah, that was good. Okay. I'm so excited. That was so great. You got my same pitch and your articulation was great. That's exactly what you want to do.
Nice.
I don't know if that felt weird or...
It felt better.
Good. That's perfect. I'm glad. Yay. I'm so excited. Okay. Can we try different pitches? Can I, do a... No? Do you want me to try? Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try
it.
it.
Okay. We'll just kind of... I'll go up, I think you're moving your tongue. I can kind of see you moving your tongue. Oh. It's more about moving your lips a little bit. Like, watch me. I'm hoping I'm not moving my tongue. I'm also sort of moving my airstream. Just a little bit. Just watch my lips. You see what I did with my mouth?
I think so.
You want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I made it a little bit dramatic, just to, like, I over dramatized it just so that you could see what I was doing. But it's more about not displacing your mouthpiece on your mouth or like moving it so drastically that it changes. It's just a slight movement to slur the pitch up and down. You know, to like to gliss it a little bit, I guess. Do you want to try that one more time?
Yeah.
It's okay. It will be a lot easier on the horn. It is a lot easier. I don't know if you remember, but
yeah.
Let's go with the horn then. Okay. So it's simple to pick it up. I believe we have the same horn right now, which is exciting. So we're gonna put our mouthpiece in. We're gonna twist it clockwise, just a titch. And yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's go over our C to G scale. Okay. I'll start on a C, and I'm gonna play a pattern. Is that okay? Or do you need to go over the fingerings?
Could we do the fingerings?
Yeah, of course. Okay. So, want to play with me?
Yeah.
Good, and you definitely did really well, like matching what my tone was. And I know that it was kind of like the reason for that. You need to use more air, use your diaphragm more. Have you ever sung?
Yeah.
So do you know that feeling when you're really trying to reach a note and it's getting a little hard because you're singing from here?
Yeah.
What you want to do, it's just like singing. Horn, I think that horn and euphonium are the most vocal of the brass instruments, at least. You'll hear a lot of horns and sometimes euphoniums playing lyrical lines in a piece to emulate singers. So if you think about how much air you have to put through to sing a note in tune and to sing it with a quality tone, that's exactly the amount that you have to put through a horn. And it'll also help with your buzz. Make sure you're not pushing, because I think that also doesn't help. That mouthpiece is different than what you've been using, so I'll chalk it up to that as well. It's a little flatter. Does it feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to try that one more time?
Yeah.
We'll do two. I didn't give you, like, what we would be doing, but you remember the fingerings now. You did well with it. I'll try to tap my foot loud enough. We'll do half notes.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I need you to play with me.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, you thought that I was going on to the exercise.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
No, totally fine. 1, 2, ready. Good. And you can take a breath whenever you need.
Okay.
I just have a lot of practice with this, so I don't need a breath, but if you need a breath, take it. Is the way that you're holding it comfortable? Because I forgot to check your positioning. Do you want to put it up to your mouth for me? I'm also going to pull this out. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I'm going to skip over the patterns. I'm going to move on to teaching you the rest of the C scale. Okay. You up for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So far it's been 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. As we go up, the last 3 notes are just 1 and 2, 2, and open. So A, B natural, C.
Oh, okay.
So let's start on G. Great. And we'll go G, A, G, 2 beats each, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll go G, A, B, A, G, G, A, B, C, B, A, G. Okay?
Okay.
On half notes, or do you want to do, would it be easier on quarter? It's whatever you want, because I don't want to push you.
I'll try half notes.
Okay. 1, 2, and G. Here, try playing an A. How are you getting?
I don't know. That's so
Can I play that?
Yeah, that is.
Here.
That's weird.
Maybe it's just the horn, or I don't know.
Okay, it's me.
It's okay. I would just aim your airstream just a tiny bit higher, and you'll get that partial. Partials are so close on this instrument, it's stupid. It also might help because it's the exact same on A through C, like the fingerings are. It might help you focus if you go to the B flat side.
Okay.
So you could do thumb 1 and 2, thumb 2, thumb open.
Oh, okay.
It might help. So let's try the A with 1 and 2 thumb. Perfect. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then just remember to take the thumb off when you go back to G.
Okay.
And that's typically what horn teachers are going to teach. Like, that's typically what you're going to teach your kids. And sometimes I feel like my notes are more secure when I'm on the B flat side, regardless of where I am in my register or my But it's more in tune. G and down is more in tune on the F side. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try G, A, G, and then we'll stop and evaluate.
Okay.
1, 2, ready. It's okay. It's okay. Take a breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. It's okay if we don't get this. And I believe we will. But it's okay. Don't feel pressured and don't feel bad. Okay? It takes a while. Let me see if I can think of anything. My suggestion is not to stop the air. Use your tongue to interrupt the air when you tongue, and we can even slur it if that'll make it easier.
Ooh, okay.
Let's slur it.
Okay.
Okay. G. It's okay. That's also F sharp on the B flat side, so that's why you're going down. So let's try it without the thumb too.
Okay.
Let's try it without the thumb for right now and slur it. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm sorry. Oh, you did a horn kick! So you didn't even do a horn kick?
No?
Oh my gosh, we do that to each other when someone does something, like if they have a solo, and we go. So if you ever see us, we don't do it that dramatically, but sometimes like Bill has a solo during the Wind Ensemble concert, and sometimes I'll go.
Please tell me you do it during flashback because I don't play there. Oh, I'm gonna watch for it. Oh, that's good. Oh, I love it.
Dr. Paul knows that I do horn kick. It's fine. He's a horn player. Okay, let's try. Did that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try. G A B natural A G. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll point, or I'll like raise my. I'll head nod. I'll like. So, let me.
I think I just have to like aim it high.
Yeah. So, another thing that I just neglected to think about was aperture size. So do you remember talking about apertures?
Yeah.
The higher you go, the smaller your aperture is going to be. Not the tighter. It's just the stream of air coming out is going to be more precise. So you want to sort of, that's why I said aim your air higher, because to me, it's natural, so it feels like I'm just aiming my air higher. Really, it should just be down the center. That's why I'm usually sharp.
Oh.
But it's really just your aperture getting just a tiny bit smaller with every note.
Okay.
If that helps.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So let's try D. It's okay. If I stop playing, you can keep going.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh wow, that was just bad.
No, you're right. That was so good! That was so good! I'm so proud! Sorry.
No,
Are
I
you dizzy?
just... Yeah.
You know what? We can stop our lesson unless you want to go for the G or the C. Sorry, it's a concert.
Depends on what.
Yeah.
Time?
I don't even know how long.
Oh, 4:15. Oh, shoot,
Jews.
yeah.
I don't know why I said Jews. I meant to say G's.
No, I like it.
Okay.
Oh, Jews.
But yeah, that was really great. Next time we'll go up to C, and then I'll write out a tune for us to do. I might just do it from C to G. We'll figure it out. But great job. I'm proud. A proud corn mom. Okay, bye, Dr. Paul.